Longlegs is the Nicolas Cage mega blockbuster horror movie that will show the world in order to make a good horror movie, you need two things. Live in a small town with a population of 100 people and practice satanic rituals. But in order to have a great horror movie, you need to add one person. That's right, Nicolas Cage. We will dive into the movie review of Longlegs, an FBI agent trying to solve a crime without looking lost. Directed by Oz Perkins, the stars of the movie are as follows: Maika Monroe as Lee Harker, Blair Underwood as Agent Carter, Alicia Witt as Lee Harker's mom, Ruth Harker, and the man himself, Nicolas Cage as Longlegs. The movie starts off in some town where a little girl sees a station wagon parked on the road. So she check it out and she see her biggest hero, Nicolas Cage, bringing her something, I guess it's her present. But her stuck-up mom shows up and did not want Cage to be around her. Look, lady, this movie is about Longlegs, or Nicolas Cage, so stop stealing his spotlight.
That spotlight stealing bitch, Faith kill.
Years later, that little girl grew up to be an FBI agent who is at a boring meeting, and they are talking about some psycho going around taking people out. So she and her partner go to this house, and she think that this house is Longlegs was living inside. How does she know? That because she's Nicolas Cage's biggest fan, so I guess that's count for something.
Nicolas Cage?
So her partner goes to the house like Jehovah's Witness and get violated because I guess he doesn't like Jehovah's Witness or something.
Well, who was that?
Jehovah's Witness.
She goes inside to the house and go upstairs and find some dude sitting on the bed like it's a normal thing to do. I guess this is a life where they live in that small town. The next day, she meets up with Agent Carter, who is played by Blair Underwood. When you see Blair Underwood in this movie, I know this movie will be good. In addition, you add in Nicolas Cage in this movie, this has to be good. So, she meets him, but not before she had to answer some stupid question in the interrogation room using flashcards and techniques on the old school monitor.
Fine, I'll answer your stupid ass question.
So she decides to put clues together, solve puzzles, and figure out what Longlegs is after, because Longlegs leaving clues of his murder using satanic symbols. Agent Carter tells a story about a family being brutally murdered like a shotgun, a hammer, and even the wife was stabbed like 61 times until the handle of the knife is broken off. That's a pretty excessive, but I guess the killer wants to make his point.
Come on, this is overkill.
Agent Carter is a guy who wants to solve the case as fast as possible, but likes to drink a lot. Why does he does this? Because he knows he's in a Nicolas Cage movie, and I'm sure Nicolas Cage don't mind that.
I'm sure he won't mind.
Harker is a character that's pretty smart but look lost most of the time in the movie. She look like she does things because she is bored and lost. She has a weird relationship with her mom, and you can tell she's hiding a secret from her daughter and don't want her to find out what's going on. Remember, this is a lady who interfered with her biggest fan, Nicolas Cage, or Longlegs. Speaking of Longlegs, he is a weird character who is a doll maker that is make dolls that look like the daughters of the family. Also, he is part of a satanic cult that wants to execute family because he worships the devil.
Worshipping the devil.
But he hasn't accomplished, and we will get to that later. Meanwhile, Hawkins goes to different locations to find clues like she's Scooby-Doo. First, she encountered a shadowy figure in the woods looking at her like an idiot. She goes outside at night to find who this figure is. So she turns towards the house where the shadowy figure sneaks into the house and drops a letter on her desk at home. I'm pretty sure it's Nicolas Cage leaving her clues to find because he's the best actor in the world, or clues to see where he is. Then she and Agent Carter visit brutal crime scenes, visit old farmhouses, and even visit a mental hospital to talk to somebody about whereabouts of Longlegs. This little girl is a complete psycho and willing to do anything and everything that Longlegs tells her, including commit suicide.
Suicide?
This is what happened when you're a Nicolas Cage fan. When you have people commit suicide for Nicolas Cage, she should be in a straitjacket. Agent Carter presents an idea of telling Harker to go and visit her mom because he did some profiling on her and suggests she may have something to do with it or have some type of history with Longlegs. Back to her mom, she wants to know about an incident that happened years ago. Her mom even filed a police report that a creepy dude came around her and finally found a picture of what he looks like in a room in a box. Who took the picture? Harker did when she was very little. Now there's a manhunt and Longlegs trying to escape with 2 briefcases, but it found on the spot at the bus station and turned into the FBI station. How did they find him that quick? Again, it's Nicolas Cage and everybody is looking for him and he is that popular. In the interrogation room, the FBI tried to interview Longlegs. He tells him, "I'm Nicolas Cage and I don't need to answer your stupid questions."
Don't ask stupid questions.
And then turn around shouting everything about Harker for at least good solid 30 minutes. And that's pretty insane.
But that's insanity.
The FBI gets upset, so they send Harker in there about the killing. Harker believes there's no way he could have done this by himself. The story about Harker's mom wanting to protect her daughter because Longlegs did some twisted things to her years ago. A plan was set up in motion if her daughter would be free. Remember the accomplice I mentioned earlier? The plot twist is so freaking mom is the accomplice.
Did have an accomplice.
So the plan basically is to kill everyone in town for his satanic rituals. Longlegs will make a baby doll that looks like the daughter or son of each household. Then he has a silver ball as some type of controlling device. Harker's mom brings the doll to the resident house, presented like it's some type of sweepstakes. The weird thing is happening around the 4th of each month, and the daughter is similar to the same age as all the other daughters or sons in the neighborhood. So the kid opened the box and see this bloated mess in the box, and a satanic ritual kicks in where the father of the house take out his family. What's even creepier is Harker's mom just sit there and watched it while it happened.
Because she's a freaking lunatic.
So now Longlegs violates himself in the interrogation room, and we have a final showdown in Agent Carter's house. While Ruth Harker is in the house performing the ritual, like previous crime scene, Agent Carter executed his own wife, and Harker put an end to it. He violated both Agent Carter and her mom, and the story ends. The movie by far is the creepiest I've ever seen since the movie Stop Motion earlier this year. It seems too many of these satanic rituals always happen in small town. In fact, adding Nicolas Cage and Blair Underwood in the movie made it a real good movie. The characters of the movie done a solid job in the movie, and the suspense and creepy background and certain scenes that it was not unpredictable. The only issue I have is one of the main characters, Lee Harker. At times she looked robotic.
She's a robot.
And based out of her mind that she had no clue where she was at. It almost looked like she was hypnotized. Chilling, suspenseful, dark atmosphere, and a bit disturbing, and I give this movie 8.5 stars because definitely worth seeing, and of course it's because of Nicolas Cage. He's that guy. Let me know if you're going to see this movie or pass on this one. If you want to see more upcoming movie reviews on the channel, press the like, share, and subscribe button, and we'll see you in the next movie review.
That's right.